Okay, Jack, I hear that you have a joke for us.
What sounds like a sneeze, but is made of leather?
A sneeze and leather.
A shoe!
Anyway, today we're talking about shoes.
One of the burning questions that we get is, what are the best shoes to wear? It's a difficult question to answer. Yeah, this is based on activity and task, isn't it? I mean, I don't know about you, but round about the house, I don't want my shoes on.
Yeah.
I want to be able to spread my toes, and I want to be able to just be comfortable being barefoot. What would you say by way of shoes? What's the best for you and your life?
So, I would say I like cushioning. If I feel like I'm on my feet quite a lot of the day, so if you don't, like for example, your shoes, I wouldn't find that comfortable because it doesn't have that cushioning. And being on your heels constantly, I'll find that quite tedious and sore around my heels. So that's why I would go for sort of my shoes, because it gives me that support. But like you say, the shoes that you have are perfectly fine for your lifestyle. So you just kind of have to see what you're looking for and if your shoes are able to provide that. What do you think?
Oh yeah, bearing in mind we both have the same job and we both do the same through the day, and yet we've both got a differing opinion when it comes to shoes.
Okay guys, so these are my shoes that I like to wear. So they're weatherproof, so when it's raining and when it's really cold, my toes stay nice and warm. So that's really important for when you're going on walks outside and when you're running. So because the heel at the back is so much thicker than the front, it really does promote that heel to toe walking. Okay? And the thickness here just allows all of that absorption.
So these are the shoes that I choose to wear. So for my sport, I have to be barefoot. I practice judo, so I prefer to then be barefoot in day-to-day life. First thing I want to do when I get home is actually take my shoes off. But these are deceptive. They look like they've got little individual toes. They haven't, but they enable me to be able to spread my toes and improve my ankle mobility, my knee strength and health, and then also healthy mobility through my hips as well.
Yeah.
But I think we can definitely agree that when it comes to things like running, we want a shoe that is a lot more absorbent, especially through the heel.
Yeah.
I mean, I can run in my shoes being flat, but not necessarily going to be the most comfortable. And I probably have to do a fair amount of conditioning before I get to that stage, which is a good thing. We should be doing that.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, your shoes with the elevated heels, they might be okay for heavier weightlifting, but if you're looking at ankle mobility, might be something you struggle with. Things like yoga, for example. You don't want to do yoga in big clunky shoes necessarily. One of the trends, I must admit though, this is going to sound bad now, it's sort of bad mouthing shoe companies, but one of the trends I see is on the heel, the outside of the heel is fatter and the inside of the heel is smaller or thinner.
Yeah.
So it encourages the ankle to roll in on itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's the point? I don't understand how it looks fashionable. It encourages people to roll their feet in.
Yep.
You then get knee injuries.
Ankle.
People are going running on those kind of shoes as well. No, don't bother.
Hey. But no, I completely agree.
What other kind of stuff do we tend to hear by way of shoes, or how that? I mean, I like to be able to wiggle my toes in my shoes. I've got
space.
Yeah, I like
space.
I like space. Or a toe box. I like a wider toe box. But I mean, things like ballet shoes, for example.
Yeah.
They have a very narrow toe box. Or heels. They have a very narrow toe box. Do you wear heels when you go out?
Barely. Oh my gosh, my calves. My toes. And honestly, even if you go for like wide heels, there's no point. That puts so much tension on everything else. I've had people here that get treatment and they were like, oh yeah, I went out, wore heels and my back's flared up. I'm like, no surprise. You're putting so much tension on all of those other muscles. So yeah, I don't necessarily like to wear heels. If I do, they're very, very short. Okay, I don't need to be wearing high heels.
It's a wise idea overall. But that's also promoting with the nature of our job as well.
Yeah.
I think following 2 or 3 rules. What activity, what task are you going to be doing the most of?
Yeah.
Which might mean that you need 2-3 pairs of shoes if you're quite even through a day or through a week. And if you're struggling, get it assessed. Get your running assessed. Get even your walking assessed. But also to think that your shoes and your feet have a deep impact on knee health, hip health, lower back.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
We're rooted to the floor 24 hours a day for the most part.
Yeah.
What's going to go on through our toes and through our ankles, it's going to affect up the stream.
Yeah, and just touching on what you said, you have to make sure that your muscles, ligaments, tendons, everything are conditioned. If you have a good pair of shoes, but everything else is not working as it should be, then you're just wasting the shoes, really, don't you think?
And the other way around, we might have very good conditioning, but the shoes just might be poor.
Yeah.
Might be very, very poor.
And then those muscles and tendons would be put under extra tension. So that's no good either. So you have to make sure that you've got an equal balance.
Drop us a comment down below or give us a bell. What are your thoughts on shoes?